morning. It is the middle of March right now. The sun is shining. We are around 9:30 in the morning, and I'm standing in the beautiful Saint-Germain-En-Laye. Now I'm facing the cathedral and the entrance to the main town, so to speak. And there's a beautiful castle here. This is the castle where most French kings were born, and so you'll notice in the crest of Saint-Germain-En-Laye there is actually a cradle, and that is the royal cradle. The cathedral is very interesting because it has the only English king buried outside England. It's James II, who was buried in there because he was actually a Catholic. So it's a very important cathedral, and it's also very beautiful inside. And now a special personal souvenir, Brasserie du Théâtre. When we just bought a house here in Saint-Germain-En-Laye, or just close off, this is where we went for lunch, for closing lunch, with our wonderful estate agent, and we also had, of course, the couple we bought the house from, which was a Swedish couple because there are many expats living here. We went for a lovely lunch in there. Now I'm going to take you into the park of the chateau, and we're going to face the chateau right here. Saint-Germain-En-Laye has a beautiful architecture, very close also to the town of Versailles. In Saint-Germain-En-Laye there's approximately 50,000 people living, and it's like the, well, not capital of the region, but it is the shopping wise. A lot of towns come here because you have every single imaginable shop here. I prefer shopping here rather than Paris. I get good treatment in Paris for sure, but I get the best out here. Very personal. They have a market 3 times a week, and it's a really big, good market. They got the RER right over here, which is the train station, which takes you directly to Paris, downtown, every single station you want to. You can be in Paris from here in 20 minutes. I normally say calculate half an hour and you're there, because there can be a little bit delay. But it's really fast, efficient. When I go to Paris, I normally take the train. I am in Paris approximately half the week, and I also do real estate out here in this area. So I do real estate in Saint-Germain-En-Laye, I do it in the Seine, Poissy, and this area. And then I also work from Paris. I'm very fortunate to work for the headquarters. Now we come to the beautiful fountain, and they claim, because there are woods behind these trees here. There's some nice trees there. They claim that the wood stretches all the way to Fontainebleau, which is 60 to 80 kilometers distance from here. I have not checked it myself, but I would not be surprised. And now you see the chateau from the other side. Very, very beautiful. And you can see square here. Saint-Germain is a very, very elegant town. Approximately 18.5% of all people living in this area are expats. So you have a very high percentage of people that live here. You have the best school in France. Not number 2, not number 3, the best school in France. According to Le Figaro, which is one of the top French newspapers, it's called Lycée International, and it's an international school which have many, many sections in many, many languages. You can do Chinese, you can do Danish, Swedish, Italian, German, English, American, many, many language sections out there. And on top of that, in the whole region here, from Saint-Germain-En-Laye to Chateau, you have an extremely high percentage of top international other schools. You got Montessori schools, you got Rudolph Steiner schools, you got the British School of Paris, you got the American School of Paris. Basically, if you got kids, you want a good education, you move out here. 15 kilometers west of Paris, straight west, and look at this beautiful, beautiful morning here. I'm just doing a little 360 degrees tour here. I love this place. And so after our closing lunch, when we bought our house here nearly 5 years ago, we went to this plateau. So this is a bit sentimental for me, because you walk here and you think, is this my new hometown? And it felt good. It really felt good. I felt welcomed. The French can be extremely courteous. You can, if you're polite, I'll say, you have to be polite yourself. So remember to say bonjour, remember to show gratitude, remember to say merci. And if you do that, they respect you. If you come in and you don't say bonjour, French people do not like that. I've said that in a couple of other videos, but that is one thing you have to learn as an expat here. You say bonjour nicely, loudly when you come into a bakery. Even if the lady is busy, you say bonjour at the pharmacy, you say bonjour everywhere, and remember to say nicely au revoir as well. And they like you for that. That's part of their mentality, and you have to remember that. And I think that's very important in first step. Look at all the cute little kitties going to school. Shoo. So anyway, and I'm going here to the end of the plateau. You can see it's quite a big distance. In the summer there's a little playground in there. It's not quite open yet. I think it'll be open at Easter. And many people go for a jog here in the woods right behind those trees down the end there. So what is interesting about this plateau, this is prime real estate in Saint-Germain-En-Laye. If you have in this street, this is top spots, and I talk 5-10 million euro buildings at least. You can also get apartments here, but this is one of the most prestigious addresses in the Saint-Germain-En-Laye. I think there are many other great ones, because you can have these beautiful buildings. I've seen some of them inside for sure, but there are other places I think are very, very nice, because personally I like my privacy. So yeah, we bought a house just 2 minutes from here, 5 minutes by car, called Domaine de la Ronchon, which is technically Le Pec, but it's closer to Saint-Germain-En-Laye than if you, for instance, have your child out at Lycée and you live out in that area. And we live closer by. Domaine de la Ronchon, I've made a video about, so I'm not going to explain a lot to you about that, but I do love living there, and I'm very proud of my area. Well, you have to be proud of where you live, don't you? Very important for me to feel at home, and home is where the heart is. We have been fortunate to get a dream house. That's really I know I'm a very lucky woman, but I hope I appreciate it as well. So we're getting closer right now. It is still morning, as I told you. We are now around a 9:45, something like that. Beautiful, beautiful spring morning. Birds are singing. There's a nice little bandstand there. And also here in the autumn, for a weekend, they have a huge, they have many things going on in Saint-Germain-En-Laye all the year round. But if you like vintage cars, then this whole row here with full vintage cars. There'll be a huge market in support of charity. And not only that, now comes the best clue here. You can get a ride in some of the most prestigious vintage cars in the world for €5. I tell you, it's a bargain. You've had cars that were doing Mille Miglia in Italy, like from 1928. You have Ferraris, you got Bentleys, you got all sorts, old Jags, MGs. I love vintage cars, as you probably can tell. So, yeah. Now, here we got the pavilion Henri IV, and he was born here, Henry IV, and It's a beautiful pavilion. If you want to do brunch in Saint-Germain-En-Laye, I strongly recommend you to go there. Now we're watching the plateau. You can actually see 60 to 80 kilometers from here. When it's clearing up a little bit, we still have a little bit morning mist. I have the Seine. I don't know if you see it, but it's actually right down there. We got the Seine. And I can also, on a clear day, see all the way to the Eiffel Tower and La Défense. And so this exact spot is a very, very special spot in my life, because that was my first day here, and I'm going to share it with you today. Carte is one of the best hotels in Saint-Germain-En-Laye as well. And definitely go there for brunch at least. If you don't go for lunches there, you should definitely go there. There's a train line running down there, and I love this plateau. My son's old school is over there. It's a beautiful place. I'm going to do more videos Saint-Germain-En-Laye, but now you got an impression of what most people see as the very first thing here, and namely the castle, the castle and the cathedral, and the square with some great restaurants right next to the train station. So it actually means that you can be working all day in Paris, no problem, slaving away in there, making your money, making your fortunes, and then you come out here and you have the good life. You have the safe life, you have the perfect life for your children, you have some beautiful houses in the entire area, lovely gardens, a lot of good network, and again also for expats, you are covered with friends, you are covered with social acquaintances, whether it be you as a man staying home or you as a woman staying at home. There are actually some people looking like gym in there right now. I don't know if you can see it there, doing a morning gym. That's very fun. You haven't seen that before. And then of course we got dog walkers up here and that. But you can come to France without knowing French, without knowing anything, and still manage to settle in because of the whole expat community here. And you should not worry about that in this area of Saint-Germain-En-Laye and 15 kilometers west of Paris. If you drive to Paris, depending on morning traffic from here, it takes everything from half an hour to 1 hour. It's not far, but morning traffic is morning traffic, and that's how it is in every single city. When I say Paris, I mean downtown. I mean you go to Arc de la Triomphe, so you go to Champs-Élysées. So that is what I say when I say downtown Paris. You can actually be further in Paris as well, but just so you know. So I really hope you consider our area. It is a beautiful area. I chose to live here. I could choose practically everywhere I wanted to live in the world. I was very fortunate, but I chose to move my family and myself here, and I do not regret it a single second. I hope to see you out here. I'm Rudolph Kell. I am a very proud real estate agent for Coldwell Banker in France and Monaco. I do referrals too. So if you have a house you want to sell or you want to buy, give me a call and I'll be there for you. Thank you very much. But have a lovely, lovely time, and do consider Saint-Germain-En-Laye an area. It is a wonderful place to let your family grow. And otherwise, airplane there. We are 45 minutes from Orly airport. We are 45 minutes from Charles-de-Gaulle. So if you get homesick, jump on a plane, go home for a moment, but do come back with a smile on your lips. It is a beautiful, beautiful area, and it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. I wish you all the best, and take care of yourselves out there. I'm Rudolph Kell. Bye.